What's up, everybody? It is Luca Brasi. For the fitness snippet today, okay, I wanted to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his training style, okay? You can't really see, but I have a picture of him, hold on, right over there by the wooden beam there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's from the 1975 Olympia contest, which he won. He beat Lou Ferrigno and Serge Nubret that year. That was the competition featured on Pumping Iron, actually, back in the 70s. But I want to talk about it a little bit, okay? Because the way the bodybuilders, especially a guy like Arnold, trained back in what a lot of people refer to as the golden era of bodybuilding is a lot different than the way they train today, okay? Back in those days, the steroids and the drugs and the gear, okay, as they like to refer to it as, was at, I don't want to say the beginning stages, but it wasn't what it is now. Human growth hormone and all that stuff was just starting to kind of be looked at. So they had your basics, your D-Bol and probably Anavar, and then like the lighter stuff, okay, back then. Okay, but the training styles, okay, they trained with a lot of volume. Okay, now what I mean by volume is high reps, okay, a lot of high repetitions, okay. Arnold would do 500 sit-ups every workout. His diet actually was also a lot different than what they do today, okay? From what I understand and what I've read, he started his day off with a meal containing bacon and eggs, which is something that most bodybuilders do not do now, okay? And they also back then didn't gain a lot of weight. Like, they didn't have a quote-unquote off-season that hampered all their success during the on-season, okay? They didn't get, a lot of the bodybuilders now get bloated and heavy, okay, during the off-season. Back then, they didn't really do that. If anything, they actually probably lost some weight, okay, because they would train a certain way to get ready for competition, and then the rest of the year, they focused, on just, maintaining, building, but not so much of the cutting. But they trained with a lot of volume. So they did a lot of high reps, okay, to get the blood pumping, to get what Arnold referred to in the movie as the pump, the blood flow. Okay, he did weird things like he would have bare feet when he would do squats so he could grip the floor better with his toes. So, and they trained, like I said, a lot of high repetition stuff. So they would do 5 sets of 15 on bicep curls, you know what I mean? They would do 3 sets of 25 to 30 reps on chest flies. So nowadays you'll see bodybuilders doing, a lot of them, 3 sets of 15 for a bicep curl, or 3 sets of 12 for bench press, or like whatever the case may be. So back then they trained with a lot of volume, and you could see it because the bodies were so different back then. Okay, they were definitely a lot more acceptable, a lot more proportionate, as opposed to what you see a lot today. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that. Okay, I'm not knocking bodybuilding of today. I'm still a huge fan, but there's no question about it. The bodies were way more natural looking back then as opposed to now. So like I said, diet was different, the training style was different, a lot of things were different, a lot of high volume stuff in there. So I just want to throw that out for this week, guys. I'll see you all next week. This is Luca Brasi signing out. Peace and pow.